Fight Forever on the air here in Oberhausen, and Michael Knight, the German highlight, the latest, about to face the wrath of Amboss in the form of Laurance Roman. Dave Bradshaw here with Met Demasi, and Met Amboss have been continuing to wreak destruction throughout this past few months here in wXw.
Yes, indeed they are, and as we mentioned time and time before, Laurance Roman, the pit bull of Amboss, the aggression constantly flowing through him. But he's gonna have to channel that aggression here against Michael Knight, the German highlight. Is gonna be no easy task for Laurance Roman.
Michael Knight, a veteran of more than 15 years, former shotgun champion here in wXw, and he's come very, very close on a couple of times in the past year or so to becoming a world tag team champion as well.
Oh, and this steps on Michael Knight's foot to break that hold.
This is going to be a really competitive singles match, because we know that Michael Knight, for all of his positivity and all of his likable character traits, once he gets in there, once those competitive juices get going, he is every bit as ruthless as anybody in the ring, including, I think, Laurance Roman.
And not only that, Michael Knight recently had an opportunity in a four-way to potentially regain that shotgun championship as Laurance Roman gets to the ropes and breaks the hold. Some of that frustration from that professional frustration of Michael Knight, he could let it out here in this match against Laurance Roman. Laurance Roman taking a moment to give the crowd a piece of his mind.
Yeah, as he so often does nowadays, which, to be honest, is a really disappointing thing to see in Laurance Roman, because Roman never used to be like this. It's only since he started associating with Robert Dreisker and the Arrows of Hungary and forming Amboss that we're seeing this side of Laurance Roman, and it is a very ugly side of him.
A very extremely ugly side of him. Laurance Roman just suddenly turned into such an aggressive human being. It's like his temper, the fuse that explodes his temper turned into nothing. It's just, and he's constantly on, he's constantly exploding here as Michael Knight gets into the pin position.
Got out of it in the end, did Roman. There's an arm drag though from Knight, and another one. German highlight is in control here. There's a high leg lariat, got him right in the jaw, in fact with the foot in the end. Knight lining him up. Michael Knight hits hard with the forearm in the corner. Coming back for more as well, but this time Roman sends him onto the ring apron. Roman comes charging in. Knight hit him away, and Michael Knight springboard off the top rope, lands on his feet.
He was looking for that clothesline, but what a flatliner there. Laurance Roman straight into the cover.
Roman gets two, but a kick out from Knight.
That was very close. Very well done there by Laurance Roman, but you have to wonder, Dave, with the added success that he's had with this new mentality, just, is it worth it to trade in much of your dignity, as you see here, using the ropes to his advantage? Illegal move.
You think that's how Roman sees it? You think he sees it like that he's traded in his dignity? I think he thinks his dignity has been compromised by the way he's been mistreated, as he goes for a cover again. The way he's been mistreated until he was part of Amboss.
I'm sure in some part of Laurance Roman's mind that is the case. But you have to be wondering how long that frustration bubbling over for it to have such a sudden and immediate effect.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, there must have been something in there, right? There must have been some kind of resentment, some seed that it could be exploited and watered, if you like, by Dreisker and the rest of Amboss. Saw Knight kicking out there off the Northern Light suplex, getting the right shoulder up off the canvas just in time.
They're taking another moment to talk down to Michael Knight.
You know, I don't want to absolve Laurance Roman of responsibility either, though, as Knight hits him in the with the knee there. Knight getting the fireman's carry. To say that Roman's been brainwashed by Amboss doesn't say any of it's his fault. Roman's a grown man. He's made his decisions and he's chosen his path.
Oh, what a Ushigoroshi there, right onto the knee.
Michael Knight going to try. Yeah, he's going to try and I think make Laurance Roman regret his life choices here on Fight Forever.
He's about to put Laurance Roman on his highlight reel. Is Michael Knight serving up that highlight reel clothesline.
Knight will try for the pin off of that clothesline. Got his body weight down on those shoulders. Roman still gets out. But Michael Knight very much in the ascendancy.
Michael Knight very much still on the ball. Of course, he has had to suffer his own tragedy in the past period. Of course, we remember his time as part of Only Friends. I'm sure he expected this World Tag Team. Oh, look at Fisherman suplex there into the cover by
he's held on. He's held on. You can see he was trying to hook that other leg with his own leg. Roman, if he did, it might have tied up Michael Knight too much for him to kick out, but Roman couldn't quite get that other leg hooked around, and as a result, Knight survived.
Very correct. As I was saying, I'm sure Michael Knight imagined this World Tag Team Festival weekend very differently.
Yeah, he and Bobby Guns, as you say, when they were part of that Team Together Only Friends, definitely, desperately wanted to be a part of this tournament that's been going on over the weekend, but that didn't happen, and now Michael Knight with a roll-up. From nowhere, Knight got him!
Und hier ist der Sieger, the German Highlight, Michael Knight.
Michael Knight showing just how dangerous he can be, but Laurance Roman, ever the sore loser, with the assault after the belt. Get him away from him.
Now are you convinced he's traded in his dignity?
I don't know what you want to call it, but this change of personality, this change of perspective, of outlook from Laurance Roman is really just beyond the pale. Disgusting from Roman.
Der Sieger in diesem Fight ist the German Highlight, Michael Knight.